All right, in the heart of the matter, Virgo, this is the Six of Pentacles, okay? So the Six of Pentacles is typically someone that is the beneficiary that can give out, has it to give out to other people, all right? And I see this for Virgo as being the typical. You guys don't mind, going out of your way to do things for people, period, but especially for the people that you love and care about. And I feel like you guys do this to a fault, sometimes forgetting yourselves. And I do see that you are thinking in your mind, like, how can I serve more? What else can I give? But you're also starting to wonder, what is in it for me? And not to say that you're giving only to get, but you're starting to wonder, what does this life have for me? So with that being said, some of you, have been celebrating others and having a lot of people around you. And that is fine and dandy, okay? That's always good to celebrate others and to have a good time. But you are prompted to take a little rest and recovery from this celebrating, with other people. Now, this might not be you literally going out and celebrating. It could be, but it doesn't necessarily have to be for all. This could just be meaning that you celebrate people for who they are, and you're there to give to them a lot of the times, just because you love them and they are who they are. But you are prompted to, take a little time away from giving so much to others and give yourself some time to yourself, okay? That's what I'm seeing here. So the other thing I'm seeing is that you may have to take a break from a relationship. So for the collective, this is in terms of a relationship. You might be giving way too much to this relationship and not getting back as much that you're giving. And so there is something there that's making you wonder, like, what else is there to come? But for some of you, it's just the fact that, you are wanting to really have that give and take. You want to pour into someone and you want someone else to pour into you. And so it's time to take some rest here and really refuel yourself, because you've been giving a lot and you haven't really received as much as you've given out. Now, with the Three of Wands here, you're really starting to want to take some action. And for some of you, it's like, I want to travel. I want to experience some new things. So some of you might be actually planning vacations to go on, possibly by yourself. This could be something that has to do with self-awareness or just a part of that rest and recovery, but really, really wanting to do something new. So for some of you, this involves travel. Some of you, this is like a self journey, really taking some action towards self. And by yourself is what I'm seeing here. There is a little bit of anxiety and worry that is or will come your way. This is anxiety, worry, and even nightmares about some of the burdens that you have been carrying. I don't think that you really fully understood how much you were giving out and not getting back until lately. I think this is where you have kind of awakened, because you've been going through the same cycle of give, get back a little bit, give, haven't got anything back, give, something small comes through. So it's like really feeling depleted, really bogged down by carrying everybody else's weight is what I'm seeing here. And so that is like really making you want to make a plan to do something different. All right, do something different to explore what your other opportunities are. What are my options? All right. And so I see this as a clear indication that you're really wanting to do something different, and you're looking at things from a different perspective, where before you just gave into your little heart's desire, where now you're really starting to think a little bit, you know, more about yourself, which is okay, you know. The other thing I see here with the Seven of Cups is for some of you, you are having a little bit of confusion because of this plan. You don't know where to start, you know, where to go, how to start new. And that is what is allowing you to have these sleepless nights and worry, because you feel like you want to change and you want some other options, but it's like, I'm so confused how to make this plan to see what the options are, that sort of thing. So some of you have a lot of options. Some of you are taking a break from a love connection, okay, Virgo, because the relationship, you may have been the one that was carrying all of the weight, and you wanted to really see what other options are out there for you, okay? So this is what I'm seeing so far. Now, the outside energy that comes flowing in is very amazing, because with the Empress here, I do see that there is going to be a new opportunity for something new to come in. This is going to be a new project. This is going to be possibly a new job. Something new is going to be birthed here. A new business, but this could also be a new person, you know, male or female. This could be someone that comes in that has some fresh, you know, opportunities for you, comes in and helps you create something new. But there's something new coming your way. And this something new coming your way is going to be very, very abundant, very prosperous. Look at, I mean, this is the Nine of Pentacles. Look at all that coins, and pentacles are anything tangible. So, you know, this could be money. This could be a new opportunity. This could be, and like I said, this could be a new career. This could be a new home, a new vehicle. It's just something new, and it's almost the 10, and you know, it's almost the 10. So this is huge. This is huge. So I love that I see this. Now, your perspective of all of this initially is going to be the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is like, you know, really having some freedom. So for some of you, there's going to be financial freedom. There's going to be freedom as far as career-wise, because a new opportunity comes in for employment, or you start your own business, or you know, have a new home, and, you know, the home life is a lot better and a lot happier. This is having some real happiness come your way. A lot of copaceticness in the home front, in your career, you know, having the peace to know that things are working out really, really great, and you have that freedom to just enjoy what life is. Not only that, though, Virgo, you are willing to go on this journey alone to learn all of these things, obtain all of these lessons along the way, to bring these lessons back and the know-how back, the wisdom back to the people that you love and care about. So instead of being the one that just gives, you can give them some knowledge and some wisdom as to how they can give back to themselves, because you still want to give, but now is the time for you to show people how to give to themselves. So in order for you to do that, you have to give to yourself first. All right. The Five of Cups as the outcome, you're going to lose some people along the way, because some people are not going to be excited about this concept. I'm just going to let you know right off the rip. They're going to be the ones that just want to, you know, receive, and they don't want to have to figure that out for themselves. Some people are going to be heartbroken if you are in a relationship and you are walking away and saying, hey, I just need to take a time out and see, you know, what is out there for me in my life, my, you know, other options for opportunities, that sort of thing. This might have you feeling guilty because you have decided to take time out for yourself. Some really good things have come your way, and you know, there's a possibility that that person might not be able to understand or wait for you, okay? So there could be some loss and there could be some guilt that is associated with this new beginning. Just to clarify, I wanted to clarify where this sorrow and guilt and loss feeling, you know, was coming from, and the Fool jumped out. Because you've decided to take a risk and to start fresh and new, this is what's going to cause this feeling here, okay? So this is a beautiful reading in the sense that you are awakening to yourself and you're really taking a stand to see what's out there for you. But there's the flip side of you going against the grain of who you've always been, the giver, and people perceiving you as trying to be selfish or no longer having love for them or being there for them. So there's going to be wins and there's going to be losses that you are going to encounter just on the basis that you need to see what's available to you in your life, okay? So what I did was I pulled some oracle just because I wanted to give you some tools to be able to move past this energy and move past, you know, this situation. So the first thing is chakra clearing. The chakra clearing card jumped out. Some of you might not do anything with your chakras, never even considered it. Maybe some of you have, you know, but the idea here is to really get your inner self clear, okay? Clear and open to the new things, the new positive things that are coming your way. So whatever that means to you, if you need to meditate, if you know, yoga or anything that would help you clear and flush out those feelings of feeling negative or guilty or lost because you are embarking on a new journey, whatever that means for you, you definitely have to clear out that negative energy to allow some positive energy to come forward. The next card that did pop out was the Breathe card, okay? And it just states that taking several deep breaths and exhaling slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. Absolutely. I feel like these go hand in hand. So first you have to clear the negative out to allow the positive to come in, but you also need to go ahead and really take your time and breathe through this process to know that we're doing this to break this old habit of being depleted and over giving and not giving to thyself. So just know that all of this is not in vain. It's to really get rid of this old pattern and to start something positively new. I almost jumped out of my seat when this card popped out, the life review. I love when these readings come together. So I'm a little bummed out that there was so much going on earlier because as I was shuffling and this came out, I was like, absolutely. But the life review card says, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Absolutely. I love this card. This always pops out at the most appropriate time. So this is the advice for you to move through this new journey. Okay, Virgo. I did want to get some advice from the wisdom of the oracle pertaining to the outcome of the loss and the guilt. So, you know, what is the full outcome of that? So yeah, we know that you're going to feel this way. We know that there's going to be loss because you've started anew. But there's a reason for all of this, like we said. So let's get some clarification as to, I don't think you're going to stay in that space long, but this is the message that did come out here. So let me just go ahead and pull this up here. I like to read some of these messages right out of the book because the message hits home a lot harder when I read it sometime. Okay. All right, so this first card is a message in a bottle, okay? So it says that you are on target with your purpose and your passion. You are coming into alignment with your destiny, and Spirit wants you to know that you're on the right track. Expect a call, a new opportunity, or a message from an old friend or business contact that will lead you closer to your dreams and greatest desires. Spirit has been listening to you. All right. So when this jumped out, I was just, yes, because this is speaking of the Empress. Remember when I said I don't know if this is a person or an opportunity coming your way, but definitely what or whoever this is, going to put you towards, put you closer towards your destiny. And I mean, look, that's the 9, 1 away from the 10. All right. So the next card that jumped out is the Clean It Up card. This is also so appropriate, Virgo, because I don't know if you guys have ever heard that old school saying about before you clean up anyone else's home, you got to make sure your own home is clean. Something like that. Okay. Pretty damn close. That's the truth for you, Virgo, because you have been making sure that the people that you love, making sure, and so, okay, so let me just say this, Virgo, because you guys also, some of you are clean freaks. A lot of Virgos have that tendency to be clean. So if we think about this as a literal sense, okay, my mother's a Virgo. This is how I know. And I had a boss that was a Virgo that was super clean, super organized. So for some of you, this is like literally going in and cleaning up people's houses, organize, because people know you good at that, okay? And you're not getting your own ish done in your own home. But figuratively, I mean, again, making sure that everybody else is good and helping everybody else and making sure they get to this location and making sure that they have this and making sure that you're making them happy. You know, you got to make sure that all of your needs are also met. It doesn't mean that they have to be first and you have to be last, vice versa, but there's got to be some give and take here, okay? So you got to make sure some things that you need to clean up within yourself or do for yourself also gets addressed. And at this point in time, unfortunately, you've gotten to the point where you've given way too much and now it's time to take a break from that, okay? And get things back to balance. Because remember what this life review card says. It says, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. This is an unbalanced situation. And it has been. So this is why you're going on this new journey.